guys, it's Mrs. Hill, and I know that you were probably missing me. Who could blame you? Um, well, probably not all of you are missing me, but most of you are. And I am missing you too. I knew that I wasn't going to get to be there today, so I thought that I would do a quick video to explain what you guys have going on today. Hopefully, you have studied tonight for your countries and capitals test. And so tomorrow, which is today when you're watching this. So I hope you studied last night, and I hope that you are prepared to take your Central America countries and capitals test. And then you did flashcards yesterday on page 25. So on flashcards, the one thing I would like to tell you about that flashcards are one phrase or word per card, Spanish on one side, English on the other. So if you crammed like 3 or 4 vocab words on there and tried to put the English on there as well, you're going to have to redo them, and I'm sorry, but it needs to be one Spanish phrase or vocabulary word on one side and then the English translation on the other. Another note, if you write like you model for trophies and you have this microscopic, minuscule, teeny tiny little handwriting, you're probably going to need to redo your cards as well, because the flashcards are for games and different activities that we do within class. And so the writing needs to be pretty big. And so if you are that guy and you get the partner that has the, miniature teeny baby handwriting, and then unless you're Superman or you've got like microscopic eyesight, you're going to have issues. So Microman, if you will please just spread that out and write bigger, it would do you and your partner a lot of favors, because then you'll be able to read your flashcards from a distance. And we won't have to shuffle flashcards around or, borrow some from different groups and things, because that's what's happened in the past. So make sure that you've Spanish on one side, English on the other. You write big and you do the entire page 25. I noted that it's a lot, but it is the most vocabulary words that we have. It's the largest list that we have for our 3 chapters that we do this semester. So you know what? You got the biggest first over with, And I'm sorry, guys, it's getting really late, so I'll try to get through this fast. I posted the calendar on Edmodo, and if you'll notice here, on Monday, obviously, we had no school. Today, we did flashcards on page 25, so anybody that was absent, you know what we did. Today, you guys are going to be taking the Central America Countries and Capitals test, and then you're going to get what's called Vocabulary Man. Now, Vocabulary Man is like, you guys are going to be like this, okay? Because you have to do one every week to practice your vocab. It's not for torture, I promise. It is supposed to be a fun activity for practice, and it's supposed to let you kind of have a different way of practicing vocabulary outside of do your flashcards for 15 minutes every night. And so this is a shot of what Vocabulary Man looks like. And this is printed and will be passed out to you after you finish your Central America test. And it's El Hombre de Vocabulario. And you're going to need to complete and hand in 50 points. Okay, everybody say 50 points worth of vocabulary practice every single week. So you're getting it on Wednesday. You have 50 points that's due next Wednesday. Then you'll have 50 points that's due the next Wednesday. And it is something that, like I said, you guys are just, VocabMand, okay, because you're going to be doing it constantly. And it's not supposed to be a punishment. It's supposed to be a more creative way to get you to practice vocab. They'll serve as a homework grade each week, and they'll be done in addition to any other assignment. So just because we had homework on page 13 doesn't mean you didn't have to do your Vocabulary Man. You just need to write it down in your agenda. I have VocabMand due on Wednesday. Now, how Vocabulary Man works is that each little body part of this guy has been divided and assigned an activity, and each activity is worth a certain number of points. And so you have to do the activities until it adds up to 50 points. So going through these, the examples are you'll write your words Spanish, English, using 10 different words from the list. So let's say your word is hola. you would write hola, hello, and then go to the next word. Then I need to choose 10 different words from the words that I used here. Notice it says each activity should use different words than the other activities completed. So I've got 10 words here, and now I need to go and choose a different 10 words for my next activity. And I decide to use the rainbow. Rainbow 10 different words, each letter in a different color, and then write the translation. So your Spanish words will be each letter is a different color, and then your translation can be all one color. You don't have to rainbow it as well. So if you were doing hola, it'd be like the H is red, the O is purple, the L is green, and the A is yellow. And then in pencil, you would write hello. Okay. And that would be worth 10 points. So then I would have 20 points with my 2 added up. I've got 30 points left. So I could pyramid 10 different words, and then I translate it. So I can choose these. Now, guys, if you do a phrase, and so let's say you did one of the phrase, como te llamas, you would have a C, a T, and an L, and then you would go to the next line and you could do the whole phrase word by word in the pyramid. And so it would be COTELL, and then COMTELLA. And you get the idea from that point. And then you would write the translation at the bottom. So it has Libro, book. That is 10 points, 10 different words. There's a quiz posted on Edmodo. You can take that, and you have to score 80% or better. And that is 10 points. Then we have, you find a picture of each word online and make a PowerPoint or illustrated Word document with each word pictured, labeled Spanish, and you have to choose 20 words for 20 points. So you do 3 10-point activities, and then your 20 points, and bam, you're done with VocabularyMand for the week. Now, the next one, 10 points, use word art, alphabetize your words. And this would just be choose 10 different words, put them in alphabetical order, and then you can, use your word art function in the fonts and make it more creative. Now, people that are really artistic, if you would rather draw your words out and make it really colorful, outside of the rainbow option, but if you would like to do some type of art with your vocabulary words, you just need to check with me. I'm never opposed to kind of thinking outside the box and doing something a little bit different. Another one for 10 points, write each word 3 times and translate once. So your word is Monday. You could do lunes, 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 and then Monday. Then spelling scribble. Draw a scribble with at least 10 spaces. Fill each space with a vocabulary word, written as many times as it takes to fill the space, a minimum of 3 times. And you have to choose 10 different words. And the example of spelling scribble is this. So they did a scribble and then filled in the words with the vocabulary. And you have to choose 10 words for this activity as well, and it is 10 points. Now, this is going to be due on Wednesday. Hopefully everybody finished that. And you're like, I'm so smart. So the VocabularyMand, you get this right after Central America test and get started on it. You will be choosing the words from page 25. So one of the things I also wanted to show you was how to use your online textbook. The online textbook, I've posted the site and instructions on how to sign up and get on the Class Zone textbook for Avancemos. Now, there are textbooks in my room. I would ask that you not remove those from my room until I get back and I can write the numbers down and check them out to you. Now, if I've already written a number down and you've taken a book home, that's fine. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the people that may have thought, oh, I didn't get my flashcards done. And so they decided to pick up a book without checking it out first and then took it home. What I need for you guys to do is bring it back. It's not a big deal. I just need you to bring it back so that I'm able to check that out to you and write down the correct number. If you take the textbook and then I don't know about it, and then, have to track you down, and then I have to come to your house, and your mom's going to be standing there and she's going to be looking at me like, why are you taking books off of my shelf? And then I'm going to have this really long, embarrassing conversation about your textbook stealing issues. and that, we may need to worry about your future a little bit because you just can't not steal textbooks, and it's pretty serious business. And so there's good news though. There's hope for you. If you've taken a textbook home, it's going to be okay. Just breathe deep, go home, get the textbook, put it in your backpack, and then bring it back to Spanish on Thursday so that I can check it back out to you. Okay? And problem solved, and you may still get to go to college and not have, issues on your textbook stealing problems that you obviously have if you've taken a textbook without checking it out. What were you thinking? Moving on. ClassZone.com. For those of you that don't have Edmodo or you don't get on Edmodo often enough, write this down right now, www.classzone.com. The name of our textbook is Avancemos Uno, and then we have an online code. Okay, this online code is how you sign up and get access to the textbook. And if you'll notice right here, it says make sure to put the 200 in the second box. Don't just copy and paste it. Well, obviously, I would just highlight the number. Not that. I would highlight the whole number. Sorry. And I highlighted it. I hit Control C to copy it and to my clipboard. And then I will go to ClassZone.com. And it takes me to this page where, I'm sorry, I'm going to get off this really fast because it's going to show me that. Okay, so moving on. It'll take me to this page right here where it says select your subject. And we're in middle school world languages. We live in the great state of Oklahoma, and we need to go find our book. So I'm going to go find my book, and it will pull up this page. Our book is the third one from the top right. It says Avancemos Uno. Sorry, that's top left. And then it takes you here. Now, I apologize. I'm going to sign myself out because I was signed in, and it would automatically take me to the textbook site and wouldn't show you guys what you need to see. So again, ClassZone.com, Middle School World Languages, Oklahoma, go, Avancemos Uno right here. And then it's going to take me to this page. And this is a whole lot of different activities. There's online flashcards, quizzes, and we'll have another video that'll talk more about that stuff. But you'll go down to the lower left-hand corner, 2007 online textbook, and then it's going to pull this up. And you will not have this option because you are not a returning visitor. You are going to create a student account. You create a student account, and this is where that activation code goes that I was talking about that we copied off of Edmodo. So I would click into the box and then click Control V to paste. And what will happen there is that you'll have this box, and my sweet girl just woke up and came in here. It's okay. You can come in. Just come lay down. It's okay. Come lay down, and then Mommy will turn the light off once I finish this video for the kids. Okay? It's okay. Okay. So, sorry, guys. All right. So, notice when I said the second box. What happens is a lot of people hit paste, and then they forget to copy that other part. And, they forget to put this other part in the box. So I've got the first number there, the dash, and then the 200 goes into the second box. Then I hit continue, and it's going to ask you to start registering for your account. Okay. Sorry. Okay. And you set it up with your birthday and whatnot. And then we will go back, and I'm just going to exit out of this because you guys, it's self-explanatory. You go in, set up your account, you do your username and password and make it simple so that you won't forget it and will remember. Or you can be like me and let Google Chrome save it for you right here so that you can just hit submit when you sign in, and then bam, our online textbook pops up. Okay, so then I am on Avancemos. I can highlight or delete up here, and I am going to go to page 25 in our textbook. Okay, and now bam, here's our vocabulary list. Now remember, we're going back to Vocabulary Man. Vocabulary Man, I have to choose 10 different words for different activities. This is where I'm going to be choosing my vocabulary words for my activities for VocabularyMand. I would like for you guys to do the greet people and say goodbye and the make introductions. And those will be the two columns that you will choose from. Now, obviously, some of these are going to overlap, and I get that, but don't do like mall for every, try to squeeze mall in for everyone because it's easy. If you already know that mall means bad, but you have a really hard time remembering that Sayama is his or her name is, then you want to go with doubling up on practicing that one. This is for practice. This is for your benefit. It's supposed to be a fun activity besides just doing flashcards and give you a lot of repetition, which is what you need to be successful in Spanish, is the memorization of the vocabulary. So this isn't because I want to torture you or I feel like, oh, he didn't have enough homework, let's give him more. It is to help you really get the vocabulary in your brain because you're going to be using it for the next 3 years. You need it. So again, VocabularyMand, it's due Wednesday, 50 points, 10 points, chosen from these vocabulary words. And it is you're gonna have time to work on it today after the Central America test and tomorrow after we do a little bit of the textbook introduction. So again, all of that information is going to be posted on Edmodo. So we'll go back to that. There it is, online textbook, classzone.com. Here's the online code. The 200 goes in the second box. And then you have a copy of VocabularyMand waiting on you. And you choose the activities from page 25, guys. I had a kid last year that went to like page 51, which is also our vocabulary, but it wasn't the one that we were just studying at the time, and tried to hand that in for credit, and it was the incorrect vocabulary. So make sure you're doing page 25, the vocabulary that you did the flashcards on. And hopefully you guys studied for your test and you are ready to go. So I will wish you luck and talk no more. And please go out and have a fabulous day and be the incredible difference makers that you all are. And I will see you hopefully Thursday. Fingers crossed. Bye. Okay.